Hi guys, Martin the Vlogger here. Today, installation video or how-to video. So how to install front shocks on Can-Am Spyder, any model. This video will work for any F3 model, F3-S, Special Series, F3-T or F3 Limited Special Series, and also on RT models. It will work on elder models. You will just need a little bit of patience, or new RT20 Plus. I will be installing these Wilburs because Martin the Vlogger, NOBS3, so no bullshit for our three-wheelers. We work with Wilburs, but it will work with any other aftermarket or stock shock that you will be removing or installing. So what you need, how to do it, well, you will find out in today's video. And by the way guys, in case you would like to buy these Wilbur shocks, go to the MartinTheVlogger.com/shop. We ship worldwide. And this, for example, it's a very unique shock. It's 1 centimeter longer shock, and it was created with a cooperation with NOBS3, Martin the Vlogger, and Wilburs. Now, enough of this bullshit. Let's get started. Today's installation, as I said, it will work on all models. There is just tiny difference, like how you need to position your hands, basically, when you will be removing 2 crazy bolts. We will do the installation without removing any panels. So therefore I need you to have one curvy tool. What is also needed is a lot of patience, and most probably you will curse a little, so prepare good words. What are the tools that you need? Apart from amazing shocks that you have bought from Martin the Vlogger, I believe, you do need a wrench and socket size 15. Have few extenders ready, shorter or longer. I will get there why. Have this thing ready, but I want you to get one like this, size 15. This is what will be needed when doing installation without removing any panels, because I'm lazy and yeah, it's worth to do it this way. I forgot to tell you 2 things before we'll do the installation. 1, no laser alignment is needed when installing, for example, Wilbur shocks or stock shocks. Any other shock, I have no knowledge. Let me put it this way, but I assume you don't need to do laser alignment. It's recommended, but it's not needed. 2, you need jig as well. Why? Because we need to remove 2 bolts at the bottom of your shock and 2 bloody bolts at the top. And jack will help us to remove the pressure. So you need to find the correct balance. Do not lift the bike super high. Just find the correct balance between your wheel touching the floor and being in the air a little. And 2, then we will need to raise it a lot in order to get to the bloody 2 bolts or 1 bolt with the end cap at the top of your shock. Let's lift the bike. Usually the questions are where I should put my jack, how to raise or lift the bike. Well, the correct way, I don't know if you can see it, but there is thick metal. It's like this thick, goes among the whole bike, underneath of the bike. It's a central console, right? That's your point. However, what I'm doing, and that's what I recommend, all right? What Martin the Vlogger does, I use it here. So here is a roundish cap. It's a connector, and it's pretty strong. For the job that we'll be doing, it's absolutely fine. So I'll be raising the bike a little against this part on the bottom. At the moment, I haven't raised the bike much. I just have prepared the jack to be at the right position. What we need to do now is to remove this bolt and end cap. At the moment you will be just able to unscrew it, most probably, the end cap. So let's do it. Size 15. Now lift the bike until you see there is a gap opening, so you can move your hands inside as much as possible, so most comfortable way. So we need to raise the bike till the gap it's opening. I think that's it. So that's the as much space as possible. All right, here comes the most difficult part. You need to go right over here and search for the same bolt as it is down there on the bottom of the shock. It's very hard to show it to you on a camera, but it's here, right where there is this metal end plate of the shock, right just 1 centimeter, like maybe 1 inch or whatever. There is your bolt. Now here comes my top tip, a little bit. How to use these two tools from which direction. Yeah, so this one, the curvy one, size 15, I'm always using it from the side of the shock that it's to the front of the bike. Okay, so it goes here. This one, it depends if I'm on this side of the bike or the right side or left side, doesn't matter. It's tiny bit different. What I'm trying to say here is, here you will have some cables. If you are in an RT, there might be some other ways in the, I think there are coolant pipes in the way. So sometimes you will need extender on your wrench. Sometimes you need a longer socket, sometimes shorter the bit. So have few options ready. Try to curse as less as possible and just, you know, be patient. It should work. So let me see. To be honest, I have used the longest extender that I have for the F3 Limited or F3-S installation, doesn't matter. I think for the RT you will need a shorter one, but give it a try and you will see which one works the best for you. Now, what we need to do is by hand, no hammer, nothing. We need to be able to pull out your two bolts here and on the top, of course. This part of the job, it's easy. It requires a little bit of fiddling. What I recommend you to do, lower the bike, put the jack down, all the way down, okay, so we do not lose track or we do not overcomplicate things. The thing is, when you have a bolt there and the bike, it sits on the shock, sits with the full weight, the bolt has too much pressure because there is a super lot of weight. The bolt has too much pressure, you cannot just pull it out. But if you raise the bike too much, so your wheel is in the air, the weight of the wheel, it's pushing down the whole weight. And again, there is too big pressure on that bloody screw or bolt. So what you need to do, you need to find a perfect balance. Not the wheel in the air, but not really sitting on the ground. Sweet spot, sweet spot. So with my hand, I can operate the jack and raise it. If I need to raise it, lower it. If I need to lower it, still not there. Oh, almost there. Tiny bit more, and here we go. Yep. Just with the hand, nothing, no hammer, nothing. Repeat the process on the top. Now again, raise the bike to the max so you have enough space. Almost until your wheel is in the air. It can be slightly. And remove the shock. You need to slide it this way, other way it doesn't work. So slide it towards the front of your bike, just like this. Now grab your new shock or shock that you are installing, and you need to know what it's top and what it's bottom. With wheelbase, you have few identifiers. One is this click system, the adjusting system, how quickly the shock operates. And also, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there is a name of the wheelbase. It needs to be in correct position, not upside down. So wheelbase logo like this. Yeah. Slide the shock in absolutely the same way through the front. First goes the top part. There are rails in here. Cannot show it to you on the camera, but they're the same rails as they are on the bottom, like what it is, like bracket or something. Just need to fit it in there, and it's very simple, right, when the bike is raised. So now grab your bolt. Before that, the bolt was facing on the top. The bolt was facing from the front to the back. I'm not doing it because it's just complication. So I'm doing it this way. So from the back to the front, I'm securing first the top. Now, because you cannot really see the bolt, just make sure that your shock is really hooked and you cannot really slide it out. So the bolt sits in the right hole and it's in the right position. The bottom one, it's not really important how you position the bolts or screws, but I like to put it from the front to the back so it looks better on the bike. Just like this. Take the end caps and screw it on or put it on the screws. Now tie the screws. Do it on the bottom and on the top. Guys, this is it. You need to repeat the process on the other side. Don't forget to remove the jag and go for a test ride. Now, in terms of the tightening up the screws, I'm not using torque specs. I will try to Google it for you if I haven't. I'm very sorry, just Google them. But what I do, I just simply make it tight, but not in the way that I'm destroying the bolts and screws. There is so big pressure because of the weight of the bike, the screw is not going anywhere. Of course, make it tight. I'm not using any Loctite, nothing. So far, so good on many bikes. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like these kind of videos, give it a like. In case you would like to have or see another installation video, just give me a tip what I should do. We continue to rebuild this amazing bike, so watch those series, how we completely rebuilt F3 Limited Special Series. And in case you would like to buy Wilbur shocks or any other product, go to the MartinTheVlogger.com/shop. We are your #1 place in the world for Can-Am Spyder, Ryker and Can-Am parts. And we ship worldwide. And of course, if you will see more and more this NOBS3, no bullshit on 3 by MartinTheVlogger. That's our new brand, and you will see it a lot in our videos. Guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, do the installation like this by yourself or not, it's your call, but always have fun.